Good morning, guys. I'm Chris with M7 Metalworks. We're going to start a new project today. I think you'll enjoy it, and it might be helpful to some of you with tractors and implements and things you've got to do around your property. So I'll show you right now what I'm talking about, and hopefully it's something that you can use as well. So right here, guys, you can see, and we're getting ready to have a storm. The wind is really starting to kick up. Look up in the trees there and you can see it starting to kind of blow in. So I'll make this short and brief outside, but this here is what I use to put my firewood in. So I have lots of firewood, a whole bunch of firewood over there near the chicken coop. So what I've decided to do is modify this. My father-in-law has a work basket that he uses on his forks of his tractor, and you can get inside of it and stand in there and you can work from it, and it can lift you up at whatever elevation your front end loader on your tractor will take you to. And so I could really use something like that here around the home in clipping branches and stuff like that. When we mow a lot of acreage here, and so along this wood line, I have a driveway that's about a half a mile long. Let me just kind of give you a little. So this driveway goes along this wood line in this field, and along the wood line, that driveway has a lot of branches, low-lying branches. It's hard for the wind. It has a lot of low-lying branches, and so what I want to do is make myself a work basket or a work platform out of this particular cage that I've got. I've got a few more. So let's just take you in the shop here. All right, so I've got a couple more baskets. Now I've got a tall one here, and the dimensions of this, by the way, it's 47.5 from this side to this side, and it's 39 inches from here to here. So, and both of them are exactly the same, other than this one here is a little bit taller. And so I'm going to use that for firewood, and I'm going to modify this one into a workstation or a work platform for my tractor. And I'm going to modify the other one, which the light is way too bright down there, but I'll modify the other one exactly the same way, making it a work platform for a tractor for a buddy of mine who, when I mentioned this particular project, he said, wow, that would come in handy for me as well. So I'm going to go ahead and make two while I'm at it. And the guy I got my cages from, my baskets from, he gave these to me and gave me the other ones that I use as well. And so basically what I do is I stack my firewood, and then I'll put my firewood inside these baskets and put them on the porch in the wintertime. So right now they just sit in the field. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I need to take these little brackets out. So guys, this is the workstation, the pallet fork workstation. And the reason I cut it lower is so that when this is on the ground, I can step inside the actual workstation. And so that, you know, I didn't want it to be kind of a trip hazard. I am going to have to, obviously, I'll figure out something to lay across this, because obviously I don't want to fall through it. But even cutting this big section out, it's still quite sturdy. So I think what I'll end up doing is I'll take this short piece of chain, which I already have. So that kind of is handy. And what I'll do is I'll put this on the anvil and smash that down a little bit, just so that it'll kind of squeeze in there. I'll heat it up and just narrow that a little bit so that that chain loop will go in there or link. And then I'll weld across there. That'll keep that chain from coming out. And then using this, I will have to drill that out a little bit, just a hair, because it's just a little bit tight there. It won't quite, I could force it in, but I don't want to ruin the threads on this. And that should be enough right there to, once it's hooked in, it'll have a little bit of slack in it, but it should be enough to allow a person's body to kind of lean into that a little bit and be safe to keep them from falling out of it. And of course, I wouldn't expect someone to put their full body weight on that, though I think they could get away with it. It's not what I would recommend, obviously. It's more or less just to kind of catch somebody if they were accidentally to fall in it. And then, of course, the bottom part of this cage, it'll be open. But again, I don't think that's going to be an issue. Anyone standing in the basket, it's going to be, I'm just a hair shy of 6 foot, 5'11" and a half, maybe, probably 6 foot with my tennis shoes on. And, you know, it comes to my waistline, basically. So really just about perfect for a work platform. So we'll do that now. All right, guys, we got everything about where we need it to be. So what we're getting ready to do now is just to stick this in a little tube, and then I'll put a weld on the upper and the lower portion of that. Okay, guys, I just reinforced this section right here, and then I just did the same thing right there. Just threw a little bit of a bead on there to reinforce that joint. Ready to go to work now, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's helpful for you. It's certainly, the basket's going to be helpful for me. And I'm sure my buddy will appreciate it as well. And I'll probably send him a link to this video just so he can watch his own basket being made. This is probably going to him, this basket that I just made. The other one I've got over there, and I've been making it at the same time, just haven't been videoing both of them. Okay, take me up. Beautiful. Alrighty. Back her up and bring me down.
Hey YouTube, I don't know if you guys will actually see this, but I just thought I'd let you know that I'm the one who is behind the scenes making things happen, because Dad basically is always messing up. So without me, you wouldn't have the great videos that you have. So yeah.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on the work platform for your pallet forks. I've got several videos planned in the upcoming future, one including this Kubota here that I recently purchased, as well as some other welding related items. So again, thanks for watching. I'm Chris with M7 Metalworks.